Okay, so the first type of problems we said was syntactic problems, and I gave you some examples about syntactic problems like tense, zaman, and we know that we have different things between the two tenses in English and in Arabic, the tense system. The word order is also different between the two languages. In English, we have mainly the noun starting sentences الجمل اللي تبدأ بالاسم which is the subject, but in Arabic we have two types of sentence patterns. Usually we have noun and verb starting sentences. الجمل اللي تبدأ بالاسم وركناها المبتدأ والخبر، والجمل اللي تبدأ بالفعل right تكون فعل وفاعل. We have the negative and we have the interrogative structures. Interrogative structures means questions, right? We have lexical problems, synonyms, antonyms, and collocations. We also have stylistic problems, which has to do with fronting. We talked about that last time, and I still remember that I wrote on the board the word extraposition, right? Which is getting one constituent or one syntactic constituent ahead of its usual place, like for example starting with the object while usually it comes after the verb, right? Ambiguity, repetition, when you repeat the same word again and again. And the last one is phonological problems, and this type of problems is seen as the most difficult type of problems because you have here alliteration, الجناس الاستهلالي, okay, when you have the same consonant being repeated in the same line more than once, okay, like for example, if you have a look please at the chat room here. We have, for example, this full father. What is the consonant that has been repeated many times? Yes. Which consonant has been repeated here? I wrote in the chat room, please have a look at the chat room. Can you hear me?
Yes, Oscar, yes.
Yes. So we have the P sound or F, which has been repeated here 3 times at the beginning of 3 consecutive words. F, F, F. So this is called alliteration. Okay? And we have rhyme. You know rhyme. We have foot, meter, and pitch. Pitch has to do with what we call suprasegmental features in phonology. You know that? Did you study intonation? Yes?
No, I still not.
Did you?
No, sir.
Not
No.
yet.
Okay, so suprasegmental features includes pitch, loudness, and prominence of certain sounds when you pronounce certain words. Okay, this is called suprasegmental features of phonology. So why do you think phonological problems are the most difficult type of problems in translation? Why do you think phonological problems are the most difficult type? Any participation? Yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Any justification, any reason why phonological problems are the most difficult ones in translation? I want to listen to your answers. It's your answers and participation which enriches our talk and our lecture. So please try to answer. Yes.
Mister,
Yes, please.
it's difficult to give the same like form and sense as the main language.
Okay, why is this difficult? We know that I'm saying that phonological problems are the most difficult part, but why is that?
Maybe, Mister, to be more careful about the words.
No, this doesn't have to do with words, Noah. This has to do with because of the difference in the sound systems of the two languages. So if we want, for example, to rhyme words which ends with as, for example, like anas, khannas. Okay, anas here ends with a with alif sin, while in English it's not necessarily ending in alif sin, right? So this is because of the difference in the sound system of the two languages. Clear? Okay, is that fine?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So if we continue, we will see now how we have other issues now, probably things which are a bit deeper. We have methods of translation, and probably this is something which must be common to you because you must have studied this in translation theories or fundamentals of translation. I'm not sure. Let's see. I created a table for you, which is made of two major columns. On your left hand, we have method of translation, and on your right hand, we have the characteristics of these methods. On your left hand, we have word for word translation, and this means translating a word in the source language to a word in the target language. The translation here may not be meaningful. Okay, so like have a look at this example. Sam is a friendly neighbor. If we want to translate this word for word, then we say Sam يكون ودودا جارا. As you see, each word is given its name or its meaning just beneath it or over it. Can you remember when you used to follow this type of translation? I will remind you. You used to do this when you were in elementary schools. لما كنتوا في المرحلة الابتدائية, and whenever you have a new word, you use just to write what it means over that word, right? So that was type of word for word translation. If we go to literal translation, in literal translation here, the focus is on the source language text linguistic features. So here we keep an eye on the linguistic features of the source text. Okay?
Excuse me, Mr.
Yes, طيب.
Can you change the slide? Cannot see the schedule.
We can't see.
All of you cannot see the schedule?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
Sure.
Mr.
That's... You should have told me. Now, can you see this? Or still not? Right. No problem. Now?
It's
Yes.
clear.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what the problem is with tables. They don't appear all the time. So again, I was talking about word for word translation, and we said that the meaning that you got from this approach or this method of translation is not meaningful. I just gave you a simple example. Sam is a friendly neighbor. You just give each word its meaning under or over that word, like Sam يكون ودودا جارا. And you used to do this when you were at school, at elementary school, when you used to write just the meaning of each word over it. If we go to literal translation, here the focus is on the source language text linguistic features. So here all our concern is with trying to follow the same word order of the source language text. This is not used in translating texts, but it is considered to be fundamental for language study so that we see how they are different. Did you study contrastive linguistics? I'm writing it here. Did you study this before? Contrastive linguistics? When you...
Also.
Did you?
No.
No. Okay, so in contrastive linguistics, we try to study one area, but in the two languages. For example, let's say about forming plural in English and forming plural in Arabic. So we focus on the same area in the two languages. So this is called contrastive linguistics. Okay? This type or this method of translation, literal translation, is used usually for contrastive linguistics, and this method of translation is usually used in religious translation, في الترجمة الدينية, especially for example translating the Quran or the Bible, where adherence, الالتزام or commitment to the word order and idiomatic expressions result in a translation which is hard to understand, because people think that if they are translating the Holy Quran, they have to follow the same word order of the source text. And this is not true, and this shouldn't be true, because you are translating for native speakers of English, whose language, which is English, does not have the same word order of Arabic, right? That's why translation will look weird, strange, and unusual to their eyes. So we usually say that in translation we need to follow what we call, have a look please here in the chat, I'm writing it. It should be target text oriented translation. So you should follow the syntactic rules of the target language, not the source language. Okay? Clear? We call it target text oriented translation. For example, if you go back in your memory and we remember one verse from the Quran, min nutfatin khalaqna, you will see that many translators of the Holy Quran try to follow the same word order of the Arabic text. So they start from sperm drop. Did we create him? So they follow the same word order, and this is wrong. You shouldn't follow the same word order of the source text, because you are governed by the syntactic rules of the target language. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. It is raining cats and dogs. For example, if we want to translate it literally, then we say إنها تمطر قطا وكلابا, and this is not true, of course, but this is an idiomatic expression which is used to say that it is raining a lot. تمطر بغزارة, right? مين في ترجمة بطريقة أخرى؟ تمطر بغزارة. What else? We also can express that in English by saying it's pelting down, or it's pouring down. Both have the same meaning, okay? تمطر بغزارة. But in Arabic, we can say تمطر كأفواه القرب. In Arabic, عم بكتب في الشات، شايفينه؟
Yes.
تمطر كأفواه
Mr.
القرب. So it means it is raining a lot, heavily. Okay? تمام؟
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr.
اوكي اوكي. طيب لو افترضنا كان الجو ماطر، اوكي، وبعدين بدأ يصحو الجو، بدأ الجو يصحو، يعني تختفي سحب الأمطار وتشرق الشمس what do we say? It is clearing up أو it is brightening up. Okay? Or sometimes it's clearing away. Okay? يصحو الجو. طيب the sun is beating down. شو يعني؟ تسطع الشمس. تسطع الشمس. The sun is beating down. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. طيب. Do you have any expression in the Omani dialect about تمطر كأفواه القرب? In the local dialect, how do you express this? What do you say? إنه عم تمطر بغزارة، مطر كثير. نحن مثلا بنقول ما شاء الله عم تشتي حبال حبال، يعني كأنه المطر عبارة عن حبال متواصلة تهطل من السماء. What do you say in the Omani dialect? How do you express that? Yes? Hello?
We don't have one, sir.
Yeah, we don't
Sure.
have.
Only we can say تمطر بغزارة. Only this.
That's it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, this means it doesn't rain a lot here. That's why you don't find an equivalence to that in the dialect. Right. So let's continue. So the third type of translation is a free translation, and this is sometimes called idiomatic or elegant translation. Okay, and this is the best translation method. Texts are translated based on their meaning, not structure. So if you still remember when I first met you in classes, I gave you the definition of translation and they all centered on meaning, right? So meaning is the unit of translation, and this and the whole process should be revolving around meaning. And it's the best method because translation it's the best method as the translation is meaningful, clear, and effective as it is in the source text. Like for example, enough is enough. We translate it as طفح الكيل أو بلغ السيل الزبر. Okay, I cannot endure that anymore. Enough is enough. It means طفح الكيل. Things are boiling over. This is another expression that you might be using. Things are boiling over. Okay, طفح الكيل أو احتدمت الأمور. Okay, this came to a head. يعني أيضا نفس المعنى. بلغ السيل الزبر. خلاص مع لا طاقة لي أن أتحمل أكثر من ذلك إطلاقا. This came to a head, or things are boiling over. There is another expression which flashed in my mind and then it disappeared, probably because you don't want me to mention it. Okay. Yes, if I say I'm at the end of my tether. مر معكم هذا؟ بمعنى نفذ صبري. خلاص وصلت معي لهون. Okay, I cannot stand anymore. I'm at the end of my tether. This is also another expression. How would you express that in the Omani dialect? You want to tell someone that you cannot endure that anymore? Yes? لا تقولوا لي كمان you don't use it or you don't express this feature. Yes?
We say واصلة لهني.
أيوة نفس the same thing. So if I heard this for the first time I can understand it. واصل هني. Okay طيب. Okay. So she is so thin, yet she eats like a horse. How can we express that in Arabic? She is so thin, yet she eats like a horse. Yes. Can you think of this? How can we express the same idea? Yes. She's so thin. إنها نحيلة جدا. هزيلة. Yet she eats like a horse. Now the question is, here I have a cultural question. Do you think that horse in the Arabic culture stands for eating a lot?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
So in the Arab culture, we talk about horse as a symbol for eating a lot.
Oh no, not like that.
Then, what is it in Arab culture? When we talk about, what comes to your mind when we say horse in Arabic? Probably power, war, carriage, right? But we never think of eating a lot, right? So here we need to look for an equivalence which we use in Arabic to give the same meaning, but not necessarily with the same words. You see what I mean? This is an example of a free translation. Those who eat a lot, how can we express that in Arabic? What do we say?
We say تاكل مثل البهيمة. Yes.
Okay. All right. What else? Yes. Any other ways? Okay. We usually say here you need to go back in the history of the Arabic literature and see how we express this idea in Arabic. We usually say آكل من أشعب. سمعنا في شخصية أشعب, which is famous for eating a lot, right? So we can express that by saying آكل من أشعب. Although we never have the word أشعب here, but here you need to go to the Arabic literature and see how we express the same idea, even if with different words. This is what we call functional translation. بنسميها in English we call it functional translation. Okay? الترجمة الوظيفية أو المكافئ الوظيفي. So you don't tie yourself all the time to the literal words which you have at hand. مو دائما تربط نفسك حرفيا بحرفية الكلمات التي عندك. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now let's have a look here. If you remember, Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, so it's strange why tables do not appear while other pictures do. All right, so if you have a look here, you will find that we have 11 different sentences. The word ضرب is the word which is common in all of the 11 sentences, right? Yet in each one of them, it has different meaning. So ضرب اللاعب الكرة here means ركل, the same as to kick. While the second one, for example, ضرب الرجل الولد, here it means to beat, right? The third one ضرب مثلا to set an example إلى آخره. So as you see, this in Arabic or in English, this linguistic phenomenon is called polysemy. تحدثنا عنها مرة ولا ما تحدثنا؟ Polysemy. Did we talk about this or not? Yes, I'm writing it for you here. Polysemy. It's the linguistic phenomenon. I wrote it in the chat room, okay? It's the linguistic phenomenon by means of which one word or the same word has different senses or different meanings depending on the context in which it comes up. Okay?
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
So this is an example showing you the word polysemy. If we continue, let's have a look here as well. We have different things. So I try to translate that for you. So if you have a look at this, okay. I'll give you 2 minutes. Have a look at them. If you want any, if you have any question, please ask me. Yes.
Mister,
Yes.
the slides didn't change.
Why is that? Now, what do you see?
Still, mister.
This
And
14.
And now,
No. No.
this is now.
Yes.
You can see that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So take 2 minutes, please. Have a look at them. If you have any question, please ask me. Okay. Any questions?
Yes, Mr. Example 9.
9. ضرب الدراهم والدنانير. Yes. He
I don't
minted or
understand
he
about.
Yes. ضرب بمعنى صك العملة. تسمعوا بكلمة صك العملة؟ يعني صنع العملة. ضرب عملة يعني صنعها. اوكي، اول مره ضربت الدنانير الذهبيه في العصر الاموي او في العصر العباسي، يعني اول مره صنعت الدراهم او الدنانير الذهبيه. اوكي، لما نقول دائما ضربت العمله يعني نعني بذلك القطع النقديه coins. اوكي، هذا معنى ضرب الدراهم والدنانير. ضرب الدراهم والدنانير. اوكي، بمعنى صك العملة. Yes, what else?
Thank you, Mr.
Yes, any other questions? Any questions?
No.
So this is an example of polysemy in Arabic and how the same word in Arabic, daraba, here is translated into different words in English. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, can we have the same that in English? If we have the same word in English but with different meanings in Arabic? Yes? What do you think? Do we have the same in English? Yes? For example, to run over X. Run over X معناها دهسه بالسيارة. وعادة هذا الفعل يستخدم بالpassive voice. مثلا the dog مثلا was run over by the car. يعني السيارة دهست الكلب. Right? But we say he ran into Ahmed. It means التقاه صدفة. So we have the same verb run, but when it is followed by what do we call this? Into and over. What do we call this? This short word which comes after the verb to change its meaning. What do we call it? Yes, this into or over. What do we call it? Yes.
Okay, meet
Hello?
up. Meet up.
Okay. I'm not asking you to give me a synonym. I'm asking you, what do we call this word which comes after run? Over or into? What do we call it? No, unfortunately, Jumana, this is not preposition, although this is a common misnomer. هذا خطأ أو مغالطة. This is not a preposition. This is called adverb particle. This is called adverb particle. So what looks like a preposition which comes after the verb to change its meaning is called adverb particle. Okay? Clear? Right. طيب. Okay, so this is all for today. Okay. Let me. Do you have this PowerPoint file in your on Moodle?
No, Mr. We
Not yet.
started, but you don't upload it yet.
I haven't uploaded it yet. Okay, all right. Okay, please check it now. Please check that you've got it now. Okay.
Mister, it's not there.
Just a minute. Okay. Just a minute, please. Please refresh your page and let me know.
Yes, Mr. It's here.
So you've got it, right?
Yes.
Okay, now regarding your grammar and vocabulary tests, I think now the deadline already expired 2 days ago, right? Or probably yesterday. Did you submit your assignments?
Yes, Mr. We are.
Okay, great. Now I want you to mark yourselves. You compare your answers to the answer key. Okay, and then you let me know how much you got and what do you think about the exam or the test, which was very short one. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
بدون غش؟
بدون غش إن شاء الله.
أكيد.
أكيد.
أنا هذا كلام اللي بيخوفني. This what makes me worried about this.
No, Mr.
So check now, please. Check. I sent you the grammar key, the grammar test, the answer key to grammar. You got it?
Yes, Mr.
Okay. Now I will upload also the vocabulary. أنا حطيت لكم question في الفورم ولا لا في المنتدى؟ Yes. طيب. Now have a look, please. I also uploaded the vocabulary. You got it? Hello?
Yes, we got it.
Yeah, Mr.
Please refresh your page. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm writing now a forum question as a discussion forum. بس شو اتفقنا بدون غش. Okay?
إن شاء الله.
You got it? Please check it now. As I told you before, ما في درجات على أدائك, but I want you to know the reality of your performance so that you can just try to study harder. معي يا جماعة ولا اختفيتوا؟
Yes, we are here.
معاك مستر.
Okay, please check it. There's a question in the forum. Please, after you compare the two tests, write your score with a comment on that, on your performance. What do you think of this experience? How do you evaluate yourself? Okay? Because I would be happy to see your writing as well. Thank you very much. This is the all for today.
Thank you, Mr.
Sorry, Tahir says. Okay. So Mariam, I think all right. Okay, so it's sorted out. There is no problem, inshallah. Okay, thank you very much. We will stop the recording now so that you can listen to that later. Any question? I think we finished on time as well. Yes, any question?
No, Mr. Thank you.
No, Mr. Thank you.
Okay, I will take the attendance. Just a couple of minutes, and then you will fly. No problem. Okay. Practice. طيب, those who heard their names, please say yes. Jumana,
Yes, Mr.
Mariam,
Yes, Mr.
Shayma, Zakiya, Shayma, hello, Shayma, not here? Okay, yes, لمين هي شيماء ولا زكية؟ Hello.
This Shayma, maybe she has a problem in her mic.
Okay, Zakiya is here. Maimuna also. Okay. Shamsa, Nawal,
Yes, Mr.
both are here?
Yeah,
Okay.
Mr. Minawal here.
Okay, great. Now we still have just two students here. Tail is here and Almaha.
Yes, Mr.
Almaha,
Yes,
all right.
Mannaha.
Okay, thank you very much. And see you next session, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
يعطيكم العافية. اوكي يا شيماء خلاص.